And we just got back to the room after spending the whole day at the expo at WPPI.
Yes.
And what another great day. This is day 2 of
Fantastic.
WPPI.
We saw some amazing products today.
Really fun. So the one of the things that we always have loved about WPPI is the expo and being able to just interact with all these vendors and, you know, seeing kind of our heroes. We've talked about that before, just our heroes in
and
photography.
ask questions. You know, there's products that we already own, some of it, that we just kind of go like, okay, here's a little problem that I'm having. Most of the times it's the guy goes, well, this is why you got to do it this way. And then we go, oh, yeah, that's incredible.
Yep.
So,
So what was your favorite that you saw today?
I think today, here's what I'm really excited about. Suere. It looks like it's spelled like Suru, but it's Suere. And I've used their monopod for a long time. It's a monopod where I actually could put my Sony camera on and I can walk away. They hate me saying that because they're like, if it falls, don't blame us. But you literally can put your camera on and walk away. So we went into the booth today. They have upgraded that thing like crazy. They've gone like everything's carbon fiber, so it's lightened it up.
Longer
Everything
feet
it is
on that thing,
the
right?
longer feet. They've actually like waterproofed it. So get this, they have tripods now, and there's companies that also do this. But these tripods, for the price point, you can stick them out in a river and take a beautiful landscape, pull them out. No water gets into the legs. There's none of this like I stick it back in my trunk. And the next day I go, where all this water come from? Why does it smell mildewy? Because it doesn't.
So you know what I love there?
What?
Was I love that tripod he was showing us. I can't remember the number or whatever it was. But it was
the travel one.
Yeah. So it had the twist lock that a lot of things do now. But basically you can grab all 4 locks with one hand, twist, and undone. That fast.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's no more going
He
screw.
did it. We both went,
How'd you do that?
do that again.
And then that same tripod
yeah.
makes it into a monopod. You take off one of the legs, plug it right in the center post. It's now a monopod. It was really
it was
cool.
tall.
It was.
So
It was really cool.
And
So that was
weighed
fun.
nothing,
That was
so.
fun. The other thing that I actually really loved was at the Spider Holster booth. Now people are saying, well, can there be anything new from Spider Holster? They have this brand new plate. So if you're familiar with Spider Holster, if you're not familiar with Spider Holster, it uses this plate system that fits on the bottom of your camera.
yeah.
This plate actually fits on the bottom of a 7200 or larger lens, and it fits on the tripod plate. What makes this really cool is now when you're using a longer lens, it's perfectly balanced on your hip. That was the one problem with Spider before, is that if you had that long lens, it kind of swung it kind of weird. But this allows you to actually.
We've been sworn to secrecy. They've got some products coming up that are just like it's not revolutionary, but it's like, oh, I can put that on my Spider belt now.
So Shai, the owner of Spider Holster, which by the way is a great guy. I mean, just like so excited about his company.
There's nobody else in this entire expo as excited about their product as Shai.
So he's not shy, let me tell you that. But here's the cool thing. He showed us kind of some inside tips today of stuff that is coming out and has asked us to actually do some reviews on some of the new stuff. So you'll be seeing that soon, but I can guarantee you it's some things that you're going to be very excited about. Spider Holster actually moving into a whole new kind of world. But
yeah, you know, we talk about equipment a lot. So today we actually looked at a number of photo album companies. And you guys, it's unbelievable what's out there, what you can get. And most of the times, a lot of times as photographers, we go, I can't provide an album because those are like $800 to $1,000. Let me tell you, there's things at every price point that will make your customer happy, that helps you as a photographer. If you're not looking at photo albums, you're losing money on a wedding.
I mean, we got pretty excited at some of these albums. There was a company in particular called N Photo from Poland, of all places, that is putting out a great product at a great price. So we're actually, I think, going to do some stuff with that, maybe just sharing some of the ideas that they have.
Can you, just as a little tip, or a little tidbit, is just think of this. How about as a wedding photographer, you can give a linen outside or leather 12 by 12 with 15 pages in a box.
Comes in the box
with a matching thumb drive to put the pictures in. I mean, it's just, and I'm talking, it's a nice box that matches
this thing
everything.
For all of that, was under $200.
Correct. Anywhere from
crazy.
177 up to $215,
including the shipping from Poland.
Yeah, and it was high quality.
With a 10-day turnaround.
Yeah. And as a 10-day, he said, we'll have it done in 5 days. We just say 5 days for shipping.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. The other neat thing is, who do we see today? Like, we saw Scott Kelby, Scott Robert Lim doing a couple trainings today.
Tony Corbell, we sat and watched him.
And it was the crazy part. So Tony Corbell, one of the greatest photography teachers out there, no-nonsense guy, it was basically, he and the chopstick guys. There was nobody else around. He was doing a private lesson.
It was
on lighting in the where were Panasonic.
And you know what? If Tony Corbell's going to give me a private lesson, I'm taking it.
It was awesome.
Yeah. So we went, and our friend Joe Edelman, who's also a Intefit pro with us. Man, that guy, he's the real deal. You know, we heard Scott Kelby say that the last time he saw him at like Imaging USA. Yep. It's like Scott Kelby's like, I heard this Joe Edelman, and that guy's, you know what? Today, I mean, we've known it. We follow his channel, and it's an awesome channel, but. Real deal. That guy on stage took this girl from, there's a girl standing up there too. What's that, the cover of Vogue?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And that was at the Olympus stage. And that's the other kind of thing I want to say.
Yeah.
You know, there's always that war between the Nikon and the Canon world. I think that war is gone. Why?
Totally.
Because I think those camera companies are probably going to be gone. And, you know, we're Nikon fans. We shoot with Nikon. But the reality is Nikon and Canon are so far behind where these other companies like Olympus,
Fuji,
Panasonic, Fuji, Sony, right? You take those into account. Sony is eating everybody.
All the things that we always said, like, they don't focus fast enough. Oh my goodness, you should see how fast these mirrorless
we
now
were playing
focus.
with the brand new Olympus OMD Mark II or OMD 1, I think it's called.
And we said OMG.
Yeah, this thing has razor sharp lenses.
Yeah.
Probably some of the sharpest pictures. Like, in fact, Joe Edelman was shooting those pictures you were just talking about. He blew the thing up. These are on 70 or 80 inch monitors that Olympus had all across.
And you can see the pores on somebody's skin.
This is from a Micro Four Thirds mirrorless camera.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Because there's sometimes where you're thinking they're going, you got to shoot full frame.
Shooting Panasonic.
Yeah,
right? Stuff is phenomenal, and it really shows because those booths were filled with people.
Yep, I think one of them today said the days of chasing lots of pixels are over. It's really about just the technology.
Yep. So, you know, and then there goes Sony last night, introducing another camera.
Yeah,
it's the
A7 III.
Right, not the R3.
Which is their entry-level full frame, and just, it's like, we'll take the A9 focusing system and throw it in there.
So
and
those companies are just kicking butt.
They really are.
It was proof positive, like walking through the Canon booth, which we actually really enjoyed last year. Walking through there, the guys were very energetic.
Yeah.
There was kind of a
flat feeling
there.
But Nikon felt flat last year.
Yeah.
This year,
they had a better booth.
Their booth is phenomenal. You walk by, that is the one where you're going, wow, there's stage stuff going on there.
But it really comes down to, this is kind of turning into a show here rather than just an overview, but you know, the thing is that those two companies, if it weren't for the superstar photographers speaking on their stages, there'd be nobody in their booth.
Yeah.
Nobody. Because Canon hasn't innovated. Nikon just has their 850, which is phenomenal, but how long can you last on that?
Yeah.
If those two companies don't go into mirrorless,
Yeah. And we were able to shoot tethered, so you know we talked with Tether Tools today. You know, there's a new software. It's called Aurora. It's by McFun, and really interesting. We're hoping to get our hands on that software, do a review on it soon.
Yep.
Could be the answer a lot of our photographers have been looking for because they don't want to pay monthly for Lightroom. I don't know why, but oh my goodness, we're talking like $69,
something like that,
and does everything you can do in Photoshop. So just maybe even faster. So we're gonna look at that.
Well, I think that's kind of it for today. Like, we just came back to rest our feet for a bit. I think.
Yeah, we're going to go out to have some sushi tonight. We're going to meet
put
up
17,
with
17 miles on our feet so far. So.
We're excited. So tonight's Damian Noble Andrews, one of the other Intefit pros, and this guy does phenomenal sports stuff.
We've got
Jennifer Emery that teaches at college down in Southern California.
She's also a
has a couple books.
photographer,
yeah,
which is pretty interesting.
So we're going to hear some great stories from her. And last night we got to go to dinner with John Cornicello.
Well,
if you don't know who he is,
pretty incredible.
If you ever watch Creative Live, you know who John is. He's the bearded gentleman with the do-rag that fixes everything. When somebody says, I don't know why this doesn't work, John shows up.
We watched John taking some pictures yesterday. In fact, he took some pictures of my daughter. And just watching him create magic.
I am so inspired. I want to hurry to get home to pull my honey badger out.
And said, how'd you do that? Like, right directly in front of it. It was almost like a magician, you know, when they do the trick. And you're like, how did you do that? John took a picture. And John is so kicked back and cool. He's just like, hey, just step aside for a second. Let me take the picture. Click. And you're like, wait, that's a masterpiece.
Why can't I do that? So, oh my goodness, I am inspired. I cannot wait to get behind my camera.
Yeah, so in fact with John, I think we're going to probably do some collaboration with John. John's based out of Seattle, so we'll have him on our show somehow. Either we go there.
Yeah, we have to. You guys have got to hear from John. He's a
Wealth of knowledge.
gentleman. So I think that's it. I think
That's it.
we're going to get changed, and
Yep.
we're going to go out and get some sushi tonight.
Until
with
next time.
everybody. Don't forget,
Say
say
sushi.
sushi.